On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. The Texans at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in at just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Glover. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Mixon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. But Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two.
The Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
Hundley trying to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Pacheco. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
To throw, Huntley. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down to the 5. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Hundley looks to throw. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Now Huntley. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack didn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Now it's Mixon running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Once again, they run with Mixon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Here's Huntley. This one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this? And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking to throw here, Huntley. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Able to slither by. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Motion man right is Rice. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Again, it's Pacheco. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
Pacheco. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Out of the gun, Huntley. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14.
Texans 22.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Here's Huntley. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A final shot before break. Huntley looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Texans 22.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And running with power here.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Huntley working from the gun.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
They're going for it. Huntley.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year. A number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
43, Texans 22. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Huntley to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. That is caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check.
Looking to throw, Huntley. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Go.
Fourth down, Huntley.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight. He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Now here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive. with good yardage and a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
19 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. He's got room past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practice for the... in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Will Anderson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
79 Bronco.
Huntley off of play action.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team.
And my goodness, another interception. And some space here.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And Derek Stingley will bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Huntley.
His throw incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Huntley looks to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw, Huntley.
He finds his man, complete. That's Glover. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Powers past him at the 5.
And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Looking to throw here, Huntley.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 8 yards out.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Let's go now. Go.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for